Hi guys, welcome to my channel. So this is actually my first vlog ever, and I'm gonna give you a little bit insight and a little bit tips maybe for whom need it, especially for women. So yeah. Today I would like to sharing my journey about hijab. So it's been actually 10 years more, maybe about to 11 years. I wearing hijab for my whole life, for daily. um, and this is such a spiritual journey, and actually not only spiritual, there is a lot of story behind it. So keep watching. So, I want to share to you that actually, as a hijabi woman, in my opinion, maybe also related to a lot of hijabi out there too, that it's not hard actually wearing hijab, and but it's also not easy. We have our own struggles, especially like for people not really in a supportive system or supportive environment that make them can consistently and confidently wearing hijab. So but actually personally, in my opinion, alhamdulillah, that I'm not find that struggles in me, but I have another problem or another struggles related to like for in the year earlier or in the middle, like for example worldly pressure that I I threw the low iman, it's human actually, but how to maintain it to be raised again and maintain it constantly in the good state of iman, that's our responsibility and our accountability to maintain. So here I want to share that maybe could give you all insight and inspiration that could lead you go back to this video whenever you feel that you constantly questioning or doubting your choices about wearing hijab, that actually make you um, want to keep this hijab but you don't know how, or maybe you find it's struggling. Keep watching. So I got four personal tips for you who find yourself having struggles in consistently and confidently wearing hijab. So the first tip is choose your own style. For example, it's not about like, oh, this is my style, this is my identity. No, my opinion, personally, it's not like, I need to choose what good for me and consistently wearing that style or wearing that color or wearing that materials. It's not necessarily like that, but you can really mix and match. As we know, hijabi, that we made a stock, in our drawer, that it's with different colors, materials, and something like that. But just adjust it. I mean, choose your own style with adjusted. For example, you need to know when to wear something, when to wear what, for what occasion, for elegant style, chic style, or just casual style. And for the materials, for example, the chiffon for me, it's a for official or more like a big event, and also I can style like just slide it, or yeah, just do whatever you want. It's your style. And for casually, I just wearing like this jersey or cotton, for make me easy to do all the tasks in everyday, in daily, in my work, something like that. And also the color, you can wear any color you want, mismatching with your dress, with your clothes, with your appearance, with your makeup and everything. Just think to that. But recommendedly for you to wear a dark color for hijab, because it will perfectly and effortlessly covering our hair and our what is that, our head in instance. But it's up to you if you want to wear a bright one, as soon as we stick to our point that hijab is actually the modest, to make us modest, and yeah, to cover up. So yeah, choose your own style, guys, girls. And number second is, remember your strong reason wearing hijab. Not only a reason, but your strong reason wearing hijab in the first place. Or, for example, like sometimes we find most of the struggles in the early, or in the, for example, like me, already 10 years or 11 years wearing hijab. Sometimes, just be honest that we have a test that sometimes the devil whispers that, oh, you will look more beautiful if you, um, you know, don't wear hijab, sometimes like that, and you will be good in this without hijab. This is a test actually, but it's our responsibility to maintain our faith, to keep that higher, to keep our faith or our iman higher when it's actually going to the low. That's how the test bring us actually a good fruit. That's why I made this video, and to find your strong reason. For example, for me personally, my strong reason wearing hijab, it's not only for the good deeds, but for devoted my life, devoted myself to Allah, because I know my value that actually I'm nothing. I'm just Allah's servant. Yeah, it's more deeper level of spiritual connection with Allah. But for the surface level, maybe you just put yourself in the thinking like, I want to constantly make a good deed. So for example, you make a good deeds and it not be wasted because you're wearing hijab, like that, because it's actually command from Allah. And for example, you want to maintain the spiritual, not only physical, like wearing clothes in your head, but a spiritual way. For example, like in spiritual worldly, we wear hijab, we also protected not only physically when we are daily for going outside, for example, or protect us from the weather. That's also a reason, but for the surface level. But it's still a reason though. And for example, it's your personal choice, or just want to keep being modest and elegantly wearing the cover hijab for your self. And yeah, that's reason number two, the tips of number two. Tips of number three, it's actually between you and Allah. Keep asking a good strong faith for yourself. Like we're not going, as we know, as a Muslim, we're not only going to pray just to make our responsibility on the checklist, but also we ask. It's free for asking. For example, you asking for make your heart firm in the deen, on the deen, or for yourself wearing hijab. Not only like you feel good for it, but it makes you strengthen your own iman level or your faith level. And you ask, for example, like to keep your heart softened and in the right track, to make you keep in the right track. For example, without wearing hijab, we will very easily go into places or even that not really good for us. But with hijab, we will think again, like when we want to go into some places that not really recommend in our religion, but because we wearing hijab, we think that, oh, this is not good, this is protect you from doing subconscious activities that not good for you. You ask Allah to give you sustenance and peace for the long term. I mean, this is not only for the short term, like you are in daily, but for long term, until it's good, inshallah, for until we meet our death. So we will face a good death for us, and that's our dream for all Muslims. That's so beautiful if we can having a very good and peaceful death. So do we wear hijab? Like, it's actually same. We put ourselves in the right behavior until we meet our death, and we enjoy it, of course, in the peace. And you also ask Allah to get blessed in every day and to inspire others to doing good deeds. So for example, you wearing hijab and you very modest, you very elegant, and you inspired others, you get good deeds not only from you but from these people who get inspired from you. So it's actually a double investment for our akhirah. And also it's really good for not only like before I told you, to protect us from the deeper level of spiritual world and the surface, but also protection for us from the evil and weak person, like for example a man or people, or I don't I'm sorry, I'm not really make this general, but sometimes we met a wicked man in the street, but you know, it will make them think again to harass us because our modest, very modest, and very also not only hijab that our wearing but also our behavior. For example, it's a double, your hijab and your behavior is a very good, so they will uh, avoid doing that. Yeah. Number fourth, or the last one, is surround you in a very positive, supportive environment and people. It's not necessarily should be like in a majority of Muslims, but it's good. It's better if we can blend ourselves and surround ourselves in Muslim majority people, so we can like motivate it or just like automatically doing it. But for people who, for example, cannot surround them in Muslim majority places or a country or environment, it's okay. Don't be sad, because the important things is surround yourself in a supportive. Please underline that supportive environment and people. Like for example, they have a different religion or different principle or different systems, like not really support you in hijab, but you know people who will support you for that, just stick with them. Like for instance, you see a thousand um a thousand reasons to not, but because if you stick for the only one reason to support you wearing hijab, inshallah you will be very okay with your principled wearing hijab, with your consistent wearing hijab and confidently wearing hijab. So it's also a matter of your mindset too, but it will be very supported and lifted up when you can surround yourself with the people that really support your choice to keep constantly wearing hijab. And not only wearing hijab, but for example when you try a new style, they will support you, they will appreciate you, they will like, oh, it's a good for you, like it's good in your face, in your appearance, something like this. Just find supportive environment, support systems, that's all. If you have another tips, you can put in the comment sections too. I will pin that, inshallah. I will for make a lot of viewers or women in hijabi more inspired, so they can again find their reasons to keep their hijab consistently and confidently wearing their hijab. So yeah, that's all for me. I hope we all can bring good deeds and inspirations to each other's, keep our back for maintain our iman level to the highest. So yeah, that's all for me. Thank you for watching. Goodbye. See you next on my video. Bye bye. If you have a tips, hacks, or another point of view that you care to share to our Muslim sisters, just comment below in the comment sections. Thank you so much. Barakallahu fiqh.